What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dollar Mike, aka Michael Mitchell, back at it again with another video. And in this video, I'm actually going to give you my thoughts regarding these buy now, pay later services like Affirm, AfterPay, Klarna, QuadPay. You guys know it. You probably use it. Maybe some of you use it, maybe some of you don't. But I'm going to give you my thoughts on them because there's definitely been a lot of more people using these services and paying for things versus just buying things straight out, which is a thing as well. So let's just get right into the video. I'll give you my thoughts on them. Is it actually worth doing something like this? Because it could hurt you or it could help you. It all depends. So let's just get right into it. So if you don't know what these buy now and pay later services are, if you go on any type of website and you see something like Klarna or AfterPay or Affirm, that's essentially what it is. So you go on the website, maybe something costs like $200. And you don't really have $200 to go and buy that product right about now. Maybe you just don't have $200 in your account to buy it, but you'll have $200 maybe in a couple weeks to buy it or whenever you want. But instead of waiting those couple of weeks, you decide you can go ahead and buy it because with Affirm or QuadPay or something, you can do 4 easy payments of $50 for 2 weeks apart from each other, and you can essentially get the product today. So that is literally what it is. All you're doing is buying it today, but you're only paying $50 instead of that $200, and then the next week you'll pay another $50, the week after that you'll pay another $50, and the week after that you'll pay another $50, which will equal out to the total amount of the product. You don't spend any extra money on the product unless you, of course, don't pay for it on time, which is a thing, and that's also how they make their money. That's not the only way they make their money, but that is one way they make their money, through late payment. Other ways they can make their money can be through their actual vendors, which pay them as well. So to give you an example, I see Urban Outfitters right here in front of me, and I see this backpack right here that it's okay. I mean, it's a cool backpack. I don't know if it's a designer or not. Maybe it is. It says Epperson. I don't know if that's a good brand or whatever, but I mean, it's a nice looking backpack. I do like it. I'm not gonna buy it, but you can see here that the backpack costs $225, or you could do 4 interest-free installments of $56.25 using AfterPay. I could go ahead and use AfterPay to buy this product instead of paying that whole $225 right now to get the same product. There's nothing wrong with that, but the problem is people will use AfterPay or anything like Affirm or QuadPay. People will do things like that, but they won't be able to actually meet those minimum payment or those minimum installments of $56.25. If you can't afford to even make those minimum installments, there's no reason you should be buying the product. Personally, my belief is if you can't afford to buy the product in general, then you really shouldn't buy the product at all because you can't really afford it. If you can't afford to pay $225 today, I personally don't think that you should go out and buy it. But you know, hey, people do that, and that's okay. That's 100% fine. That's your that's your money. It's up to you. It's 100% your money, so you can do whatever you want with your money. So I can't tell you what's right or wrong to do with it, but I can tell you, you know, this might not be the best thing to do with your money, especially if you can't afford it. So like I was saying, if you go and buy it for $56.25 and you have 4 payments of that interest free, it's nothing wrong with that at all. I could go do that myself. Absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. I might want to do that because I might not want to pay $225 today. I have $225, but I might not want to pay it today. Perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. As long as you're responsible with your money and you can actually make the payments on time without paying any late payments or interest free and all that kind of stuff, there's no problem with any of these services as far as I'm concerned. But simply put, people don't do that. These AfterPay like services obviously don't affect your credit because they're not using like a credit score or a credit report or anything like that to do what you gotta do to make payments and whatnot. But at the same time, since they don't affect your credit, they're not part of your credit score. So you're not building any credit from using these services versus using a credit card. You are building credit. And people may say, oh, well, Mike, you know, credit cards are bad and all that kind of stuff. 100% incorrect. Credit cards are not bad. Credit cards, you need credit to get ahead in life. You need credits to go buy that car, to go buy a house or whatever. You could go buy a car with cash, 100% true. You could go buy a house with cash, 100% true. It's a little bit hard to do that though, and honestly, hard to do both things. But I mean, people just don't have cash sitting around to go buy a $35,000 car if you want to get something like that, $20,000 car, $15,000 car, $300,000 house. People don't have cash sitting around like that. The average person doesn't have that. If you have it, that's great for you, but the average person simply doesn't. So that's why credit is so important. And as soon as you turn 18, you should honestly sign up for a credit card because you should build your credit. As long as you're paying your card off on time, in full, every single month, you'll have no issues regarding your credit. There's nothing wrong with a credit card or credit cards. I have about 4 credit cards right now, and I probably plan on having 2 more credit cards by the end of this year. I haven't paid any interest on any of my credit cards for at least about 1.5 years now. Once I got serious about money, got serious about my credit and all kind of stuff, it's never been bad, but once I realized that I shouldn't pay more for a product than it's actually worth, I realized that, oh, well, I'm not paying any interest. That's ridiculous. I'm not doing it. So my cards, all my cards are paid off in full by the end of the month. And you may say, well, Mike, I can't do that. Well, you shouldn't be buying that product. If you can't afford to buy something in full, you shouldn't buy it. It's just that simple. It is what it is. It kind of sucks. All I'm saying is it does kind of suck because, I mean, obviously you want things you want, but you can't have every single thing. And these kind of services obviously work for people. They're obviously making a lot of money off of these services because people are out here spending a lot more money than they would normally spend because they feel as though they can because, oh, they look at it as like, oh, it's not $225. It's 4 easy installments of $56.25. And they're absolutely right. It is 4 easy installments of $56.25. So those are easy installments, but like I said before, if you go buy this and you go on Best Buy and buy something with your credit card on Best Buy maybe, and then you go on another website and do the same thing with another AfterPay or another Affirm or whatever, you go and do that, now you have 4 or 5 payments of $56.25 or whatever the payments are, and then you realize, oh crap, I can't pay for this. I still have to pay for my regular bills every single month. People are encouraged to spend more money when these things kind of pop up. But like I said before, if you're responsible with your money, you know what you're buying, this is not an issue at all. I have no issue with any of these services. I personally would not use them because personally I have a lot of credit cards and I'd rather use the credit cards and get the points. You're not getting points from using these services. With credit cards, I can go and buy this backpack right here for $225 and I'll get the cash back straight into my account, and it's that simple. I can use that cash back for whatever I want because that's just a perk of having a credit card. That's a perk of having one credit card versus another credit card because they all have different benefits. Do your own research when it comes to credit cards. I have credit card videos on the channel, but just some good credit card or good cashback credit cards are the Discover It credit card and the Bank of America Cash Rewards credit card. Both super solid credit cards. Both you don't need a super high credit score to get, and they're solid. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I actually had the Bank of America Cash Rewards one myself. Discover It, I do not have it, but I know it's a great credit card. People tell me it, and the reviews are fine. There's nothing wrong with the credit card. There's nothing wrong with credit cards in general, as long as you use them right. Just like there's nothing wrong with these AfterPay programs, as long as you're using them right. As long as you're paying for them on time, no interest, no late fees, all that kind of stuff. Get that out of here. We don't pay any fees. We're not doing that. It's pointless. It's worthless. If you can't afford it, don't buy it. Period. It's just like that. I can even give you another example of how these AfterPay programs and credit cards are just generally a benefit. So with this MacBook Pro right here, I plan on actually upgrading this MacBook Pro to a newer MacBook Pro probably later this year, something like that. So I plan on getting the 16-inch MacBook Pro, the new one that came out I think late last year, and that's about a little bit over $2,000. I have $2,000 to pay for the MacBook Pro, but do I want to just drop $2,000 on the MacBook Pro right away? I might want to put that money somewhere else. And yeah, I don't want to spend $2,000 on a brand new computer right then and there to do what I gotta do. I don't want to do it. It's just that simple. It's a lot of money to put that. $200 is a lot of money. $2,000 is even more money. I have it in savings, but do I want to spend it? No. So with the Apple Card that I have, the Apple credit card on your iPhone, the Apple credit card, they have 0% financing on all of their Apple products. So you can go and use the Apple credit card and you'll get 12 months to pay this off with 0% financing. So I go and buy the new MacBook, I get 0% financing on the new MacBook for 12 months, so that gives me 12 months to pay the new MacBook off, which is about $200 a month, and that's simply that. That's what I'll do, and I probably will end up paying it off in about 3 or 4 months. I just don't want to pay for it all at one time when I purchased it originally. So I'll pay it off in about probably 3 to 4 months, because once I get that new one, I'm going to sell this one for probably about $800, $900 maybe, something like that, maybe more, maybe less. I'll put that towards my bill for the new MacBook, and that's simply that. So credit cards work out in that way with the 0% financing tools. Is the same exact thing as these AfterPay programs, except with credit cards, you're building credit. With these AfterPay programs, you're not really getting anything. You're not getting points. You're not building credit. It really is kind of a waste. So personally, I mean, there's nothing wrong with these programs. I have nothing wrong with them. I would use them if the situation presents itself. I would definitely use one of these AfterPay programs. I'm not shaming anybody for using any of these, because there's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, as long as you're responsible, there's 100% nothing wrong with it. All I'm saying is, I personally think credit cards are better as long as you're responsible with that. If you're not responsible with credit cards, I definitely would stick with the AfterPay programs. And if you're not really going to be responsible with the AfterPay programs, then you obviously shouldn't be buying the product to begin with. It's just that simple. If you can't pay for it on time, don't bother buying it, because you're going to just end up paying more for the product. But why would I want to pay $300 for this backpack that costs $225 because I missed a couple payments? Why would I want to do that? If it costs $225, I want to pay $225. I really want to pay less than $225, to be honest. I want a discount. I want a sale. I want something. So it's no reason to pay more, especially when it's not more. So that's kind of it. That's all I got to say. So all in all, really what I want you to get out of this video is that you should be responsible with your money. I can't tell you how to use your money, spend your money, do anything like that, but I can give you the best advice possible so you go ahead and make an informed decision going forward in the future. AfterPay and all these other programs are perfectly fine as long as you're responsible. Credit cards are perfectly fine as long as you're responsible. Learn how to use them correctly and you'll benefit greatly. It's just that simple. So if you enjoyed this video, if you want to hear more about AfterPay or programs like that, or credit cards or personal finance, because that's what my whole channel is about, personal finance, so just go through it, check it out. Make sure you hit that like button on the video and check out the channel, and it'll be that. That's pretty much it. That's the whole video. That's all I got to say. So thank you for watching. I'm out. Dollar Mike. Peace.